Listen. See, I'ma swear about it. We ain't being lazy, we don't care about it. Sophisticated lately, we mislaid you a swear captain. I've been making moves on the daily, so don't worry about me. Switching up my flow is hella easy, but your ass backwards. Coming for your throat, cause you a hoe and you be big capping. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Princess Lizette. And if you don't know me, I am a young black queen, 24 years old. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And this is gonna be my very first YouTube video. So I wanted to go ahead and come on here and give a video about my spider bite because everybody been telling me that I need to. So I'm like, well, why not? So let's get into it. So first of all, this is my first video and everything like that, but it's gonna be so much more to come. So I'm gonna need everybody that genuinely mess with your girl to mess with your girl, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to come on here and explain my little spider bite video that had went viral on TikTok. So everybody was telling me, hey, go ahead and make you a video about it, do a story time, put it on YouTube. So here we are. So let's get into the story. So I got bit by a brown recluse. And it was super tiny, y'all. It was so small, like I cannot stretch to y'all enough how little it was. It was tiny. I almost didn't even see it. So last May 2021. And it happened at the end of the month. So basically what happened was I was putting on my pants, getting ready for work because of course your girl gets to her coins. Period. Gotta know that. Understand it. You know what I'm saying? So your girl gets. So as I was putting my pants on, I felt something. I felt it when it bit me. It didn't really hurt. It was just like a little sting, like a little mosquito bite or something like that. So when it first happened, I didn't freak out or anything like that because I didn't know what was going on. But when I took my pants leg off, I just thought it was just like a little mosquito or something. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't thinking that it was a whole spider in there. So yeah, I took my pants off. Literally, I started trying to figure out what just bit me or stung me or whatever it was. So I ended up literally as soon as I pulled my pants off, I seen it. It was so tiny, y'all. And so of course, like I go on the internet to try to see what it is, and I found out that it was a brown recluse. So I know that they can be deadly. They're very dangerous and everything like that. So kind of freaked out immediately after I seen that and I read that on the internet. But so when I took my pants off and I figured out what it was, but basically like I killed it while it was in my pants because I felt it bite me. And like I said, I was thinking that it was just like just a regular, like mosquito bite or something like that, but turned out to be a freaking brown recluse, y'all. So I proceeded with my day, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really, my leg had felt like, it just felt like I just got bit. Like, it didn't really feel like, too crazy or whatever. It was just normal, you know what I'm saying? At the time when I left for work. Because I wasn't finna miss out on my money. Yeah, I gotta get them coins at the end of the day. So, I proceeded to go to work. And when I got to work, I want to say it was like 2 hours after I got to work. My throat started feeling really funny and my leg was super itchy. Like where I had got bit at, it was super itchy. So I wasn't understanding. I was so confused because I was trying to figure out why it was so itchy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at work. I'm like, oh my God, me being who I am. I don't like doctors. I don't like hospitals. And if I can go through the pain, that's probably what I do. Most like versus then going to a hospital or something like that. So at work or whatever. So this was like 2 hours later. Like I said, it was break time. and everything like that. So I went in the break room and I got some food. And now in my specific job, they cater and everything like that. Like they have like different companies come up there and they basically like cater to you. And they charge or whatever for the food. But I ended up buying some food from the place that was there that specific day. And immediately after eating the food, it was like 10 minutes later, I caught an allergic reaction. Now, I wasn't really sure where the allergic reaction came from. I was thinking that it was the food, but of course, I also had been bitten, so I wasn't really I didn't know. So after that, I proceeded to go back to work. This was like 2 hours and about 15 minutes later, or 2 hours and 30 minutes later from the freaking time that I had got bit. So around that time, I was leaving the break room, headed back on the floor to proceed to work and do as I please. You know what I'm saying? My manager came up to me and was like, "Your face is red. I'm not sure if you're having an allergic reaction to something, but you need to go to the hospital and everything like this." And by that time, I was definitely feeling way more sluggish. I was feeling super like I felt like it was just something happening to me. You know what I'm saying? You know when something ain't right. So I was just like, yeah, you know what? I am gonna go ahead and leave, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the hospital and everything like that. So I ended up leaving work, and I went to the hospital. My leg it was starting to get more irritated. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, my throat was getting irritated with the combination of the food, because I think that the food that I ate that day, it was like some type of African food. I normally don't eat the type of spices and the type of things that they may have put in that food specifically that day. So it could have been that, or it just could. But when I got to the hospital, they told me that. So first of all, rewind. When I first got to the hospital, these folks was acting like they did not want to help me. They didn't want to do nothing. You know, of course, COVID going on and everything like that. So they was acting like they didn't really want to help me. So I feel some type of way about that. Y'all ain't gonna help me? Y'all ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm freaking out right now. So they ended up pulling me back there to the back or whatever, and everything. And as sure as it was, I had got bit by a brown recluse, and I was having an allergic reaction to it. So this was day one, whenever this happened or whatever. So they gave me Benadryl, and they gave me something for inflammation to help the swelling go down. So that was all that they had did or whatever. And so when I left the hospital, I just went home to my house. I went to my house. At this time, I was in a different city than where the hospital was. So I had to drive home, which was dangerous because, first of all, you know what I'm saying? So I just went to the house or whatever, and I was just trying to figure out what I needed to do. And I mean, I just did. For the next 2 days, I had to call out of work and everything like that, because by the time I woke up the next morning, my leg was so swollen. It was so red. It was just crazy the way it was looking. Where I got bit at, it was getting so swollen. It was for the next 2 days, it was like a big struggle for me, because the next day when I woke up, I could barely walk. My leg was so swollen. It hurt so bad. I just was like, oh my God, like, oh my God. I called out of work for 2 days because I couldn't walk. I was in so much pain. I was so sore. I just was like, I don't even know what to do at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm the type of person, I always like to deal with my stuff by myself. I don't like to involve my family because just because people got a lot of stuff going on in their lives already. Like, I don't want to involve nobody in my drama and then make them stress about stuff that they don't need to stress about. So I didn't call my mama. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't call none of my family. I didn't, you know, reach out to nobody because I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna just deal with it by myself. And you know what I'm saying? 2 days went past. And when I tell y'all, it was the most horrible 2 days ever. Like, ever. It was horrible. So it had me nauseated. It had me want to throw up. I couldn't really eat anything. I could barely walk. By the second day, by the time night fell from the second day of me being at home, I was crawling around my house, like trying to figure out how to get to the bathroom and how to do this and how to do that. I was crawling, literally, y'all. And I just didn't want nobody, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't want the extra stress on nobody because, yeah, people already got enough stuff going on in their lives. It's just unnecessary, what I thought. So I was in so much pain. I woke up, I could not even get out of bed. I was literally crawling the whole day. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything I was doing, like, oh, it was horrible, y'all. So, after that, like I said, after the second day, I had ended up going, crawling to my bed or whatever, and I can remember like it was yesterday, y'all. I was just crying, like, I was just crying because I was in so much pain, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to go back to the hospital because I felt like these folks playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Especially the specific hospital I went to. I didn't want to go back to that one. Because I felt like it was going to be a waste of time because I didn't care. Because the first time, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up calling my folks. They came and got me. And I literally had to get carried out of the house because I couldn't walk. I was in that much pain. And I told them to take me to the hospital because I didn't. So we drove like 2 hours away to a different city with, you know, good doctors and everything like that. So we knew that they was gonna be able to help me and do something about what I was going through or whatever. So when I tell y'all I was in so much pain, I was hurting so bad, I was just crying. And by this time, when I tell y'all my leg was extremely swollen, it was extremely red. It was venom inside of my leg. Because where the spider bit me at, it was black and pulsed up like super bad. So I know that's where the venom was because, like I said, I got on the internet and started searching stuff, looking up stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Of course, what we do, what we shouldn't do, but we always do anyways. So when I arrived to the hospital, it took them like a good 10 to 15 minutes to sign me in and get me back there. But immediately when I got to the back, they examined my leg and they told me that most likely I was going to have surgery because it was venom inside of my leg. The spider bite was on the back of my left leg, right behind where my knee is, like where your knee extends. It's like right there. So that's what made it so hard for me to walk because that's where it bit me on my leg. So we're gonna have to keep you overnight, and we're gonna have to do this and do that, do all these things so that we can, you know what I'm saying, get you back to yourself. And I was just like, oh my God, I instantly freaked out because, y'all, I never had to have surgery. I never went through anything traumatic, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as being in the hospital. So I was just super freaking out. I was just so scared. They told me I had to stay in there and get surgery. And they told me that I was actually dehydrated as well when I first got in there. So when I first got in there, they had went ahead and after they examined me and told me what was going on, updated me, they had put me on some fluids to hydrate me. And I had to do that for that entire night. That was going to prep me for my surgery. And the process of my surgery and everything like that, honestly, it was pretty fast. I'm not even gonna lie. So when I first, I was downstairs at first, and they had took me to the to the room or whatever where I was gonna be staying, you know, as far as for my surgery and everything. So they took me there. And my folks was with me for a little while or whatever, and they had to go. But they did come back and check on me and etc. Like I had visitors, and my mom brought me flowers and balloons, and oh my god, like I love my mom. But anyways, she made me feel really good. And so yeah, I really did appreciate that. My big brother had came too. So yeah, I really did appreciate them coming and supporting me, you know, through a really traumatic time in my life. So that rest of that night I had, I just was basically sleeping. I wasn't really in the mood. I never went through anything like this. So after that first day, they came in the second morning, probably at, I want to say 7:30, to prep me for my surgery. So when they first came in, they took me to the surgery rooms for pre-op. Basically, I had to take out all my piercings. But I was upset about that because I had just got my nipples pierced like not too long ago. And I really didn't want them to be closed. But I said to myself, like, if they was ever to close some type of way, I would never get them back. So here we are. Anyways, so yeah, I had to take off, you know, do all these pre-op things before I had to change clothes and everything like that. And so when it was time for my surgery, I went into the room and they gave me some medicine. They was like, "You about to feel sleepy in a little." I did not wake up until 5 hours later after my surgery. Like, I was knocked out. Literally, like, soon as they gave me that medicine, whatever they gave me it was to go to sleep, I was out. It was over with. So, and they also had marked where my leg was in the pre-op, so they knew exactly where they was gonna cut. And the way that they marked it, I thought that they was gonna cut my entire freaking calf. After they marked my leg and I went into the room or whatever, it was time for my surgery. So they gave me my medicine. When I woke up, the surgeon came in to talk to me and was telling me that, you know, about my recovery or whatever, everything, you know what I'm saying, yada, yada, yada. So during the time that I was asleep and the time that I was getting surgery or whatever like that, after the fact, after my surgery, they gave me some medicine to continue to kill the venom that was possibly in my bloodstream and everything like that. So they gave me some medicine out that, and the surgeon let me know that my kidneys was basically not failing, but they was getting damaged because of the medicine that they had me on. It was too strong for my kidneys and it was damaging them. So they took me off of that medicine and they put me on a different type of medicine to try to see if I was going to be able to, you know, heal faster. And, you know, and this was, like I said, like, this was like day 3 or day 4, me being in the hospital. And I think I had previously or already had talked to her like on the day before. They just came in to make sure that everything was good with me and all of that. So they basically was keeping me updated about my numbers, my kidney numbers and my levels and everything. So first starting out, my stuff was like, it wasn't moving. Like, my numbers was staying the same. It was constantly getting worse and everything like that. So as the days went by, I was just freaking out because I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, I was so scared that my kidneys wasn't going to get back to how they needed to get. So this was about, okay, I'm still in the hospital and everything like that. So probably like day 5 or day 6 of me being in the hospital, because of course they couldn't let me go because my kidneys had got damaged. Now, if my kidneys wouldn't have been damaged like they were, I would have been able to get out the hospital like within 2 days of my surgery. But the reason with my kidneys being damaged, I had to stay in there until they recovered. So I ended up being in there from May all the way into July, the beginning of July. So yeah, it took the surgery didn't take any time to do. It took like I think like 30 minutes to do. And they was done with me and everything. Me waking up, my kidneys and everything like that. And I feel like I was stressed out as well. I was stressed out and I was bringing more stress onto myself, onto my body, making my body react in that way as well. Because you know your body and don't deal with stress well. So she came in, the kidney specialist came in and was talking to me or whatever, and I'm gonna insert that video as well, so y'all can see that. And she wanted to look at my womb and see what it was looking like and change my gauze and everything and just update.
Sorry, honey. See, this is just a really blunt scissors I got. That might be exactly where that wound is. Did the surgeons ever come by?
This was when she did this was my first time seeing the womb, y'all. So I completely freaked out. I'm gonna put that in the next video.
Do you have a drain in place? I know that's a drainage tube that you have. I know you hadn't seen this, huh? Okay. So the wound itself actually looks pretty clean. There's still a little bit of drainage there, okay?
At this point, I had seen it. You know what I'm saying? I seen it, and the way that it looked, I was just, oh my God, I was just so scared. I just was like, oh my God, like this is what it like. I was freaked out, y'all. So I had to change my gauze and stuff like that every day. And as the days and stuff went by, I could see progress in the bite. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally had a huge hole in my leg. For literally like, I probably just the skin and stuff like that then finally covered the hole probably like November 2021. So yeah, it was a long time recovering. My kidney levels finally got to a normal, you know what I'm saying, normal state where I could leave the hospital and, you know, I could go and, you know what I'm saying, live my life, and I didn't have to go through all that no more. So boom, before I left the hospital, they gave me crutches and they sent me some appointments or whatever, so that I can continue to check on my kidneys and my bite and stuff like that, because they were still a little bit concerned, you know, because of how long it took my levels to get normal. When I got out of the hospital, I had like 6 different appointments that I had to go to. They were spaced out from like 2 weeks apart, etc. So yeah, that was pretty stressful because I couldn't walk when I first got out of the hospital. That's why they gave me crutches, because I was still super like, you know what I'm saying, like everything, my leg, I couldn't even, I was in the hospital for so long, I could not extend my leg to walk on it comfortably because I was in that much pain, and my leg was, you know what I'm saying, it hadn't been stretched out because I wasn't walking on my leg at all. Like, they had me bedridden because, yeah, so boom. Couldn't do none of that. So when I first got out of the hospital, y'all, when I tell y'all I could barely walk. It was so crazy. Like, I was literally like bent down like this right here. I was bent down like this, or I was like this right here walking. No cap. This is how I was. I'm gonna actually set the phone up so y'all can see. This is how I was walking, and I didn't really have a choice. I was walking like this because my leg right here, if I would have extended it would have been, you know what I'm saying, funny. So I was just like, that's how I was walking around. And I actually went to stay with my mom because I feel like it was going to be easier for her to help me out. I couldn't get around by myself and stuff like that. So I was super uncomfortable having to try to do everything by myself. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to stay at my mom's house and have her help me out and everything. And she wanted to, and she suggested it. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. So then, when I got to her house, like I said, it took me into freaking November to actually get to walk in, and well, no, it took me to September to actually get back to walking, and you know what I'm saying, feeling like I could, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit. But even when I started, I still wasn't 100%. Like, I still was limping and stuff like that. So it was so crazy. And I ended up losing my job because all the time that I was out of work, I had to keep calling in, keep telling them like, hey, you know, well, I'm calling out again. So I finally had to just put in my resignation papers because I couldn't work anymore. And I didn't want to not be able to ever go back to that company because, you know what I'm saying, I pointed out. So I did it the smart way, and I just resigned and did it that way. I ended up getting behind on my bills. I had it was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. I lost my car. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I lost my car. Um, I was so late behind my bills and stuff. Like, I was like 2 months late behind my bills. It was just so crazy, but I ended up, of course, making it through. I paid my bills and stuff like that. But it was crazy. So yeah, and it took me all the way from July to September to heal and to get back to myself. And even now, it is February 2022. I'm still not 100% myself and everything like that. So it's pretty messed up what the spider did. And then I had recently, probably like a month ago, I had caught COVID, and I have anxiety really bad. So like, since all that stuff happened with COVID, now my spider bite is like starting to bother me and stuff like that at random times or whatever. And I really don't understand it, but I don't have to go to any surgeries, or I mean, not surgeries, but any appointments or anything like that. I'm completely done with all of that and everything. And yeah, but now, like I said a month ago, I've been having these little issues or whatever. As far as my leg, like sometimes I have little pains in my legs or whatever in the specific spot, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure if it's because of COVID or what, but I definitely feel like the government trying to do something to us. I don't know. I might cut this part out. I'm scared. Anyways, so yeah, that is the story time of my spider bites. And the last thing I'm gonna do is show you guys. I'm about to show y'all my leg, what it looks like, and yeah. So, y'all ready to see? So, this is, I'm putting on the sink, and this is my sink, so I don't say nothing. And I'm ashy, y'all, so mind your business, okay? Mind your business. I don't want to hear nobody talking about me being ashy up in these comments, but this is what it currently looks like. And by the way, my confidence in wearing shorts, like, y'all, I'm finna get a freaking sleeve done because I hate it that bad. Like, it's so disgusting to me. It's so unappealing. Like, I do not. So, anyways, I'm gonna just show y'all what it looked like with me standing up. So I don't know if y'all can even see that. I'm gonna just. Okay, so this is what it currently looks like. And yeah, so this is what it currently looks like. And yeah, I gotta so now, like I said, so now since I'm kind of like, I have little random pains since I got COVID, I really want to go and make another appointment to get it checked out, to just make sure that the swelling or the, you know what I'm saying, it's not infected, or it's not was nothing that's supposed to, you know what I'm saying. I want to make sure it's right. So that'll be another video, an updated video about my spider bite. But this is the full gist of it. Like I said, this is my first video. I just wanted to say, if you guys would like more story times, mukbangs, shopping vlogs, traveling vlogs, ASMRs. Like, just let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see and what you guys will want me to do and everything like that. And then I will, you know what I'm saying, get some of those ideas and then go ahead and make them into videos and, you know what I'm saying, do it like that way. So the full gist of it. Like I said, this is my first video, my first story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are interested and you guys follow me and subscribe to my channel because I would really appreciate it. And it's up from here. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay tuned for more videos to come, and I appreciate you for supporting me and watching me.